Mic check. Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast. Let's go. Like I said, y'all, we're going to get back into this again. I've done this video about like several times already now. This is the last time I think I'm going to do this video. And we moving on because I got to get this information out there. A couple audio difficulties, but I think I got it this time. So we'll start with the Big Ten. I said I was going to give y'all that. Conference realignment. First and foremost, the preseason AP poll has Georgia number 1 and Ohio State number 2. First and foremost, I believe Michigan, as we're going to start off with Michigan, is like number 9. Okay. The disrespect, because Michigan went 15-0 last year. Okay. Michigan went 15-0. Do I think, or do y'all think Michigan's going to go 15-0 in the Big Ten? Think about that. That's tough. They got Donovan Edwards back. They're going to be able to run that rock through the Big Ten like that? That's tough. Will Johnson's coming back. So they do have a good running game. They do. Okay. Who else has a good running game other than Ohio State and Michigan? I believe everyone else has a mediocre running game. Yeah, Michigan, man. It's gonna be tough, but I do got them in that top 3 in the Big Ten. I do. Ohio State, they went 11-2. They got Caleb Downs as transfers and Will Howard out of Kansas State. They did get stronger. I'm not gonna lie. They did. That's my squad. 11-2 though in the Big Ten. That's tough because Michigan went 15-0, dog. And they beat Ohio State last year. So I just worried about Ohio State, the receiving, man. Like the way Marvin Harrison Jr. dogged last year is like, are we gonna get that again this year? Defense should be way better though. It's gonna be tough. I got Ohio State up there too. You can never doubt them, man. They're very consistent. Penn State, we'll see what's up. They got quarterback Drew Aller. They have a tough place to play, I guess. They say it's tough to play up there at Penn State, but it's also tough to play at Michigan and Ohio State too. Penn State was 10-3. Do I think they'll be better than that? I don't think so. Do I think they'll be better than 10-3 and 8? Look, everyone's gonna struggle. It's gonna be tough in the Big Ten. I'm finna be hard on these teams, especially the trash teams. It's gonna be tough week in and week out in this conference. That's all I'm saying. Like Maryland's 8-5. What are they gonna do against them? They got Michigan State. They were 4-8 last year. That's horrible. Rutgers was 7-6. Indiana was 3-9. Maryland, don't see them doing too good. Rutgers, I hear they have a good defense, but they've always had a good defense. 7-6, gotta do better than that. Michigan State gotta do better than 4-8. They do got the Oregon State head coach Jonathan Smith, so we'll see what he'll do. Indiana's 3-9, bro. They're gonna be horrible in the Big Ten. Iowa is 10-4. Iowa's pretty sneaky. We'll give y'all one of them teams. They're pretty sneaky. Northwestern was 8-5. Surprisingly, Northwestern was better than Michigan State, Rutgers. And, they were about the same with Maryland, but they were better than also Wisconsin and Minnesota. Wisconsin was 7-6. Minnesota is 6-7. They can do better than that, right? That's why I said you still got Michigan, Ohio State. What about Wisconsin and Minnesota? Minnesota went 6-7. Illinois is 5-7. You'd be lucky to win 5. What's the ceiling? Indiana 3-9. You'd be lucky to win 3 games in the Big Ten. Who's gonna be that team in the Big Ten? Nebraska. Only reason I like Nebraska is because of their true freshman quarterback Dylan Raiola. I really like him, but he's gonna have to go through a gauntlet in the Big Ten his freshman year. It's only gonna make him better though. But he's gonna go through a gauntlet his freshman year. Purdue at 4-8. That 4-8 just looks ugly. It really does. And that's not even with me adding Oregon, Washington, USC, and UCLA. UCLA I'm excited about because they have Deshaun Foster and Eric Bieniemy as their coaches. I want to see what they are going to do. USC, without your boy who went to the draft, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. Miller Moss, can he replace him? Can he replace Caleb Williams? Washington was 14-1, but they don't have Michael Penix Jr. and they don't have Rome Odunze. 14-1 in the Big Ten. Washington, that's gonna be tough. Now, if you go to Washington, they still might play tough at home. Some of these teams, like I said, have good homes. Teams that can get a couple wins, sneak in a couple wins. Like Penn State, like I said, Iowa can sneak in one. Oregon can get something in. Washington can get something in. USC can probably get something in too. It's tough to play them. Oregon 12-2. They stacked, but man, so I put what? Michigan, Ohio State, Iowa, and then Oregon. We'll do it like that. My surprise team. I mean, it's tough. I'll say Minnesota. I'll just throw that out there for y'all. Minnesota. We'll see what Coach Fleck do this year. Remember, preseason AP poll, Georgia #1, Ohio State #2. We're going to keep this thing running, man. I hope y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna have to hit y'all with the ACC, which that had a conference realignment. And, yeah, stay tuned. Sports Data PC. When I say PC, I mean podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yes, sir.